woman speaking out about what was going through her mind moments before a high-profile murder case ended in a mistrial. 7's Nicole Insalata reports.
We just need to follow the law as they instructed us to do and not put our emotions into this.
But one of the jurors charged with deciding the fate of accused murderer Deontay Rezilis says that's exactly what happened in the jury room. The trial ended this week with a hung jury, and the foreperson says 3 jurors were unwilling to convict Rezilis based on his race.
They said, I don't want to send a young black male to jail for the rest of their life or have them get the death sentence.
Rezilis could face either of those most severe penalties if he's convicted of killing Jill Sue. Prosecutors say Rezilis broke into the 59-year-old's Davie home intending to commit burglary, but when he found her inside, tied her up and stabbed her 24 times. His DNA found on a knife and inside the home. He was arrested, charged with murder, and 2 years later escaped from the courthouse during a hearing. Investigators tracked him down nearly a week later. Finally, in late November, the trial. And after 6 days of deliberation,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my understanding you have reached a verdict.
they had Rezilis guilty of manslaughter, or so it seemed. When it came time for the foreperson to confirm the verdict in open court, she couldn't do it.
Is this your verdict?
No. I took a deep breath. I'm staring at the judge and at the clerk, and we're locking eyes, and I'm looking at each of one of them, and they're just waiting for my verdict of either yes, I agree, or no, and I just couldn't, and that's why I said no.
She said most of the jury was ready to convict Rezilis of at least second-degree murder, but 3 refused because the defendant is black. They compromised on manslaughter, but she said she had a pit in her stomach and she changed her mind. Returning to the jury room, she said she was cursed out, even threatened.
You guys keep saying a young black man, I don't see race. I just see a human being. And, you know, one particular person said to me, hey, if you were outside this courtroom, you would have gotten smacked out in the street for this.
A new jury will hear the same evidence after the new year. She hopes they will do their job.
Put the emotions aside, put the bias aside, put racial aside, just follow the law.
Nicole Insalata for Today in Florida.
Well, jury selection for the new trial is scheduled to happen after the holidays.